Go straight to Joe with academics.
And today in academics, we have Miss Samuel's class with presentations on functions.
This is group 1. You guys. Okay, speaker, what did you guys learn about exponential functions?
If the multiplier is less than 1, it is decay. And if the multiplier is greater than 1, it's growth.
Where's group number 2? Alright, what did you guys learn?
Well, I wrote for mine as the bigger the number, the steeper the line is. So,
Okay.
So we had like f of x equals 2x. It was shallower than, let's say, hx equals 5x.
5 to the x. Okay.
Yes, 5 to the x.
So you guys were all growth.
Yes.
And you said the higher the number, the steeper it is?
Yes.
Is at that extra number?
Yes.
Okay. So since I called it D, I'm going to say D. Alright, so on the back, it says sketch the graph of 2 times 1/5 to the x based on the information on A through D. Okay, so we're going to do it on the graphing calculator, and we're going to see how close our guess was. So if you've got a graphing calculator, fine. I'm going to graph it up here so everyone can see it. So if I need to put this in the graphing calculator, how do I do that? Seth?
Aren't you going to just plug it into y equals?
Okay, so I'm going to go to y equals, and I'm going to plug in 2 parentheses 1 divided by 5 and parentheses to the x power. And then what do I hit?
Window.
Okay, so I heard graph and I heard window. Why would we hit window?
To check, make sure.
To check your picture to make sure it's going to be right. So I'm going to go to window real quick. Does that look like the right window?
Yeah.
Yeah, so now I'm going to hit graph. And there it is. How many of you had a sketch that looked pretty close to that? Raise your hand if your sketch was pretty close. Doesn't have to be exact. Okay, so we have about 4 people that their sketch wasn't close. Does anyone of you want to?
Hey guys, today in athletics I'm here with a couple of amazing athletes and we are going to be reviewing some football highlights of this last season.
This week in arts, we have exclusive footage and interviews of Bodyworks field trip.
All right, guys, wake up. Where are we going, Sydney?
OMSI.
What do you expect to see there?
Bodies.
What kind of bodies?
Dead ones that have muscles and stuff.
What are you hoping to see today?
The bodies.
It's all about dead bodies today, huh?
Bodies.
You want to go get changed, Ashley?
Yeah, I don't.
Oh, you did? Okay. So what is this?
Figure out how much you weigh on the moon, on Venus, on Earth, and Mars.
So how much would you weigh on the moon? 20?
23 and a half.
Going into Body Worlds. They told us not to film in there, so we'll see what happens.
Where is the moment we need it the most? You kick up the leaves and the magic is lost. Tell me your blue skies fade to gray, tell me your passion's gone away, and I don't need no carrying on. You stand in the line just to hit a new low. You're faking a smile with the coffee to go. And tell me your life's been way offline. You fall into pieces every time, and I don't need no carrying on. Cause you had a bad day, you take it one down, you sing a sad song just to turn it around. You say you don't know, you tell me don't lie, you're working a smile and you go for a ride. You had a bad day, the camera don't lie, you're coming back down and you really don't mind. You had a bad day, you had a bad day.
What is one thing that you learned from this trip?
I learned that the human stomach is smaller than I thought it was, and I probably put way too much food in my little tiny stomach.
As you're eating.
Yeah.
What is one thing that you learned from this trip?
I learned that there are a lot of nerves in the body, and also that if you smoke, like your lungs literally turn like pitch black, and it's gross.
What is one thing that you learned from this trip?
I learned that female babies develop eggs before they're born, and I didn't know that.
What is one thing you learned from this trip?
I learned that the human body has a lot more arteries and blood vessels than I thought it did.
Lost the game.
Hello, this week in ASB we will be reviewing safety hazards in our school, including these pink hall passes. Do you have your Tiger Pass?
No.
What happens if you don't have the Tiger Pass?
The new Tiger Pass, if you don't have this, and Dressler and I say it, probably the first couple days, we're going to give you a good warning, but usually after this week, automatic detention. But what if your teacher doesn't give it to you, right?
Yeah.
You better get it before you leave the room. And if there is an issue with the teacher, we'll walk you back there and we'll get you one. These are important. Guess who made them? Yeah, these are awesome things. If you look, it's Tony the Tiger on there, and it is copyrighted. So we definitely, hey, you guys got a pass? Show it. Yeah, good job. Thanks, guys. But also there will be positives if you do have a pass, and so we're going to be handling that later. But really the most important part is timeout and allotted time. Those things. We have kids that, oh, I was going to the bathroom for 30 minutes. So We're just trying to make sure kids are in class and learning, because you're not learning anything in the halls. So, thank you.
Thank you.
Remember those pink passes, and don't skip those classes. I hope you enjoyed our wonderful anchors, and remember, the #1 question is Trevor not here?